I'm going to share my goals for this year and the how and why behind them. Hi, my name is Alex and I share tips and tricks for ADHDers who struggle with nutrition. The first habit that I want to work on is getting ready in the morning. I have always been a morning shower person, but sometimes I have a habit of getting in that ADHD limbo, sitting around on the couch and not starting my day till after I've taken my shower, but don't quite have the motivation to take my shower yet. And then it's like noon and I only realize that because I'm hungry and thirsty. So instead, I'm changing my showers to night. This will hopefully help streamline the process of getting ready in the morning and actually allow me to get ready in the morning. The next habit is time blocking and actually following through. So previously in my time blocking, I have always just set aside, let's say 3 hours for work or 3 hours for a YouTube video, but didn't really have anything outlined to do in that 3 hours. So instead of just being vague about my time blocking, I want to specifically time block a task, whether that's a 15-minute checking up on emails and personal admin things. So that way I have an actual goal during that time. My goal for this is to help me work smarter, not harder, and to cut out the thought processes that I have to do during the day when switching between tasks. I already know what I need to do because it's on my task list set for today, and I am trying out a new application called Morgan to help me do this. But it is cheaper than like Sensama, which is another program that I've thought about looking at as well. But in the past, I've used Notion, TickTick, Obsidian. I am a productivity junkie. Have never quite found a system that really works for me, including actual planners or digital planning on your iPad. I'm still figuring this out, and I use my calendar a lot, so that I know work. Going along with this, my next habit is monotasking. Now, if you've never heard of monotasking, it's where you focus on one task. It's the opposite of multitasking. I think a lot of us with ADHD might get sucked into this productivity illusion where you're planning and preparing, kind of like organizing a Notion dashboard, but not actually doing any of your tasks that are on your list or never touching the dashboard ever again. And then sometimes I think I feel productive when multitasking because I'm doing so many things and our brains thrive off of chaos, but I'm not actually getting anything completed. My goal for this year is a lot, and I plan on taking time off, and in order to do that, I want to be mindful and really focus with my time on what I intend to do and what my goals are. So sitting down, knowing what my task is and what I need to do in that moment, and only focusing on that one thing, I think may help improve actually getting to the finished product. Now next is going to bed with no dirty or clean dishes sitting on the kitchen counter. The dishes pile up while the dishwasher is running, and then we empty the dishwasher and fill it again. The clean stuff goes onto the kitchen counter and kind of just stays there. We use it as we need it, but a lot of times it doesn't end up getting put away. It just ends up getting dirtied and put in the sink. Now, I've already kind of helped the solution here a little bit, and that is by getting rid of some crap. I think a lot of us tend to struggle with holding on to things. There's so many reasons why. Downsizing the stuff that I have in my kitchen has helped me a lot. I have a lot more space to store things, and putting stuff away is no longer a booby trap. The way that I see that this will work long term for me is by breaking the dishes down in stages. I didn't grow up having a great relationship to cleaning. And I think a lot of us didn't either. Typically in the morning while I'm waiting on the dogs, I do a little bit of dishes. So that would be a great time to unload the dishwasher and put some dishes away. Then during lunch, While I'm waiting on my lunch to heat in the microwave, I play a little game with myself of how much can I do in 60 seconds or however long my food needs to heat up. The one where I really fall behind is the evening, and that's because I have no energy and I don't want to get up anymore and I just want to sit there and enjoy my time on the couch and spend time with my family. My hope is that together, me and my husband can put dishes away and empty the dishwasher if it is full and make sure that we fill it and then run it again to start the cycle all over again for the morning. One thing that I usually do is throw on a podcast, a TV show, or some music that I really like. There is an actual term for this, but I can't think of it, but that is a good tip for you. If you're having trouble with a habit that you hate, try stacking it with something that you love, like listening to a podcast. Another thing that I really want to work on this year is meal prep. Now, I think meal prep kind of gets a bad rap sometimes because people think of this perfectionist idea of meal prep where everything is perfectly proportioned or measured, and they don't think of it as a way to help you fuel your body or something nutritious, like a snack for yourself to eat during the day to have more energy. My channel has changed over the past few years since I started, and I'm going to be talking more about nutrition, especially nutrition for ADHD, and nutrition that doesn't fit into this stereotypical, perfect, calorie counted, weight loss space. Something that's all on its own and something that's more to help you get through the day and fuel yourself and less about how you look. What I'm doing right now is the perfect ADHD snack, and that is using things that I have and that I also love to create little snack boxes. Another way you could do this is by prepping little charcuterie board. I'm a little low on some stuff right now, so when I go to the grocery store, I'm definitely going to add to these boxes. And I also want you guys to know that these are going to go back in the fridge, so I'm not adding anything that isn't fridge appropriate. So my crackers that I will eat during this, or pretzels or chips or anything, little single serving crackers or dips, they're an incredible convenience food. They allow me to grab a snack box that already has dip and snacks that I love and a roll of crackers, and boom. Now I don't have that hangry feeling and I can get through my day or be able to actually cook myself a lunch. And I don't have to worry that if I eat 2 of these as my lunch, it has carbs, fat, protein, a serving of veggies, and I'm gonna eat all of it because I'm not putting in things that I don't like. People find out I'm a nutritionist and they ask me questions about food all the time, and most of the time they're not impressed by my answers because they already have an opinion and they just wanna know if theirs is right. Eat foods that you enjoy and focus on fueling and nurturing your body in a way that feels good to you. Some other things that I could have added in there, fruit would have been great. Another thing is cashews, Cheez-Its, or fish crackers. Another thing would be chocolate. Now, I was gonna film walking on my walking pad, but the remote to start it is dead, and there's no other buttons on this thing, and I don't have the app anymore, so we're just gonna have to wait on that one. My next habit has to do with this walking pad because I want to exercise 30 minutes a day. Now, that is more like 30 minutes Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday because I have been trying to take Sundays off for 2 years now. I have always wanted to incorporate movement more into my life. I used to go to the gym all the time, but ever since having my thyroid surgery, things are a little bit different, and I don't want to spend that kind of money anymore. I may consider going to a class later on since things are opening up, but I do have a lot of tools here at home. I just often struggle with making working out or exercising of any kind enjoyable to me and not like a chore, because I'm still working on my relationship with movement. Now, I do have a favorite thing in the form of exercise that I could do, which is walking outside, but it's February and has been snowing every single day and probably won't stop until April. So outside is kind of a journey right now. During the super hot weeks of the year, that's also a no-go. I live in the Pacific Northwest and we do have wildfire season here, so in August and July there will be weeks where you literally can't breathe the air because of the fires, and it's like 108 degrees. Outside of winter and outside of those 2 months of very hot, bad weather, I will walk outside and I can again listen to a podcast or an audiobook while outside, and often will walk a dog or take my husband with me, and we've had some amazing chats. When we first started dating, we would just take walks and talk to each other, and I really want to get back to doing that once it's nicer out. Outside of walking outside, or walking in general, like on my treadmill, I also have aerial yoga swing, which is literally just for fun and just because it looked really fun. I have a yoga mat, but I intend to get a new one because mine smells like plastic and was $5 at the Target dollar spot. So doing a little Pilates at home interests me. I may buy those weights that everyone has on TikTok, but a knockoff version. Another thing is that I do have some free weights. I have some dumbbells and I would love to get some kettlebells. I do think that I will get those adjustable dumbbells at some point in the future. They go up to about 50 pounds, which is perfect for me and for the kind of exercising and workouts that I want to do. I think that that'll be great. A goal of mine also is to create a workout space in our basement once we finish it. I think that that will be a lot more motivating to actually have a space that I can go to. And one of the pieces of equipment that I want down there is a stationary bike. And I think the stationary bike might be fun, and I could just subscribe to Peloton on my iPad. I may get Apple Fitness in the future, and because I have a watch, I can like connect everything. I don't think I'm ready to buy a Peloton bike, but I like the concept of like being able to see your stats on the screen while you're working out. Number 7 is to wear my Apple Watch. Truth be told, I literally just put this on before recording this video because I did forget about it. Now, this is a goal because I got this watch a couple years ago. It's a Gen 7 and I really thought that I was going to get a lot more use out of this than I have been. I thought that it would be useful for managing my day and my schedule and for doing the Pomodoro method, reminders for, drinking water, taking meds, and it can be used for all of those things, don't get me wrong, but not if you're not wearing it. I used to have a Fitbit years ago and I switched over to the Apple Watch. Was really disappointed by one thing that continues to bother me, and that's wristbands. Like, the texture of them was really off-putting, so I didn't like it, and if I don't like it, I'm not going to wear it. I am pretty good about wearing my watch at night for the sleep tracking specifically, but I do intend to try to wear it more for, the scheduling and reminders, and finding out what abilities and things that I might be missing out of my watch because I never wear it. Comment below and let me know what your habits are this year. If you liked this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more content from me or more content about nutrition for ADHDers, go ahead and subscribe, and you can watch another one of my videos that YouTube thinks that you're going to love right here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey, guess who found the on button while they were messing with this?